Hello, this is the Wall 200. Today I'm going to be talking about Channel Awesome and how it's just crashing and burning basically. And if you haven't been like following, I guess, the drama that's behind all this, I'm going to post some links about this like 70-page document of complaints about the site, and I read through most of them. Some of them are pretty minor and nitpicky and maybe even downright petty to some serious accusations within the company, including being fired after surgery, sexual harassment, sexual misconduct, and a bunch of other shit. Now, there is no proof of any of this, even though they kind of collaborate the instances with each other. And besides that, there is no actual real evidence beyond what they are saying. I mean, their statement of they put on their website is kind of confirms that these complaints were or are real. You know, because they try to, I guess, address some of the more egregious, I guess, accusations on their website, and they did a really fucking terrible job at it. Their apology on Twitter was fucking just terrible. They just said, "Oh well, we're sorry you'll feel that way. Fucking get over it." I feel like this whole thing is a borderline SJW kind of thing, demanding justice and Doug to like quit and shit like that. There's not a whole lot of people doing that, but yeah, there's a lot of people saying that Doug needs to address this shit, which I don't think he's going to ever address it. He's just going to let it ride, and they've lost a ton of subscribers, like 50,000. It is ridiculous, and they gotta do something, or they're going to keep bleeding subscribers, and this is their money right there. Those subscriber base is their money. Putting up these fucking, apology on Twitter, which was fucking stupid to begin with, and half-assed. It was piss poor. Then they responded again on their website, not a video or anything like that. So you had to kind of like dig for it a little bit, and they did a shit job at proving that these accusations are, I don't know, true or not. Like, they didn't even say, oh. They actually did say they're fucking liars, which is a little bit ballsy. And it's kind of funny because this one guy got kind of fired over his, I guess, sexual harassment, and he was completely, I guess, axed from the fucking show. A lot of it comes from the CEO, Makad, I think that's how you say, Mike Makad, and they're demanding fucking heads to roll, basically, and all because of accusations. There's no fucking proof beyond this Google document, and it really reeks of SJW bullshit. I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for this, but that's fine. I just, after reading all this and the clusterfuck that followed, there is some legitimate, I guess, proof, even though there is no real proof to it. I mean, there's a lot of collaboration, like 10 people like witnessed this, and they all collaborate that they did it, kind of a thing going on, even though there's no real direct evidence. Sure, there's other people saying, yeah, this is true, all this is confirmed happened, but other than that, there's fucking nothing. And what did these dumbasses do? Not even remotely prove that these accusations are false. It could just go either way at this. It's he said, she said. He said, she said. At this point in time, it's completely horseshit what they're doing here. There's always three sides of the story, right? Their side, the other side, then there's the truth. You don't ever know where the fucking truth is. But when this fucking 70-page document hit, people were out for fucking blood. They didn't give a shit there was evidence or not, or there was any kind of actual, I guess, substance to these accusations or not. They just went out and looking for fucking blood. And Channel Awesome did a fucking terrible job at the damage controlling this shit. They did a fucking they just totally just fucked what they could have done, and they could have just addressed this and said they're sorry, but no, they just had to fuck the pooch basically, and just totally say whatever, fuck you. Pretty much that would have been a better response in my opinion than what they fucking pulled on Twitter and their website I'm reading right now. It's just a complete and utter clusterfuck. The shit has hit the fan, and it's crazy right now over at Channel Awesome. They really need to address this on their channel, or it's going to just become worse and worse. I don't know if they're going to just not give a fuck and let it ride out, even though they did make 2 responses were really fucking shitty, to be perfectly honest. But they did at least try to quell the I guess the rebellion going on with everybody like jumping on and hating on them. But it was not enough. It clearly wasn't. They just didn't even fucking try. That's like the worst part of it. They just give 2 fucks, and they just like, whatever, here's our response, here's our apology, which was, holy shit, if you read it, it's fucking bad. I'll link those into the description, and you can check them out yourself. It's fucking bad, but don't take that personally or anything like that. But these accusations seem kind of iffy at best. I'm sorry, I've read it through. It does seem quite petty and quite trivial. Some of them do, they really do, but some of these bigger accusations I think needed to be addressed, needed to be, I guess, damage controlled as much as possible. And what they did a fucking terrible job at doing it. It was their fucking response that really cemented it, that this is just completely fucking terrible company, and their response was completely fucking just a disaster. I don't know what they were fucking thinking when they thought about how they're going to present themselves and what the evidence that we're going to, I guess, show the fans that they were innocent, but they didn't fucking do any of that. That's, I think, the worst part of it. Even though there's no real substance to these complaints, when you release like almost an 80-page fucking document of accusations and complaints, then you might want to fucking address that in a more professional manner than what they fucking have done. Okay, even though it may not be true and not completely fucking false, this is not the way to go about it. Okay, this really isn't. So that's where I stand. I'm not going to go, chain awesome, not so awesome, kind of what's trending right now, because I don't know their side, even though they did a really fucking shitty job at defending themselves and trying to explain their side, which is just recently, just yesterday they posted that, and it's fucking terrible. I'm not gonna lie. Once you read it, you'll be like, yeah, these guys really fucking dropped the ball on this shit. I'm not siding with either one. I'm kind of on the fence, because these accusations are just that. They're accusations, and there's no real proof, even though there's a lot more collaboration on that kind of side of things, people like verifying this stuff is true. But beyond that, as I said before, it's a he said, she said kind of thing. And even though they have more of a, I guess, validity to their complaints and stuff like that, it doesn't confirm any of this stuff is actually true. And the same thing with these, Channel Awesome and their side. I mean, if they just did it a way more professional and a way more mature way, they would have came out on top. But they didn't fucking do that. That was holy shit. But that's all I have to really say about the whole situation. I'm on the fence. I'm not going on either side right now, because it's a completely an utter clusterfuck. That's all I have to say. Thank you for listening. Rate, comment, and subscribe.